What's up, guys? It's your Super Players back at it again. It's your host Tony G, bringing you another market watch, and it's all these promos we're gonna be looking at. A lot of them skyrocketed and a lot of them plummeted down, and I'm talking about promos just because these are cards that people don't really like use as much, and they're not being sought out after right now, which is kind of odd to me. And so I'm just gonna jump into it right now and talk about some of these cards that I think just went up, and some of them just completely bombed, which is pretty crazy to me. And so the first card I'm going to talk about is Prince Vegeta, the Vegeta of the Evil Awakened. So what's great about this guy, he's a 1-drop green, works very well with Majin Vegeta leader, and he's also a servant card. So not only that, you take a life, you get a 15k crit, or 15k double strike, sorry, or you get 10k double strike. And he was sitting at $13 earlier, and now he's at, look at this, $24.99. He nearly doubled in price, and it's surprising because I saw him at $10 not too long ago, like literally like a day ago, and now he's very, very expensive again, which is kind of weird to me. And I think it's because people are playing in their store qualifier. So good luck to everyone that's participating in those events, and hopefully you guys get first place and you get to participate in the finals, so which is pretty cool. But right now he's sitting at $23.99, being the cheapest, and being the most expensive is $42.99. I think people bought him out just because he was sitting at $10.99 or less than that. Like this past weekend, I literally just bought one that was $12.99. I kid you not. And now he's at $42, so he's at $50, which is pretty crazy to me. And then the next card we're going to talk about is Zarbon Cosmic Elite, especially now with the event store qualifiers happening and people getting their participation pricing. A lot of these cards are dropping in price. Like this is the original Zarbon, and then there's that new promo Zarbon that's foil that you get for participating in the webcam events. He is also, I think, a little bit more expensive than this guy because he's foil, which is really nice. I prefer the foil one any day, but sometimes I like playing like the original in most of the decks. I don't really like changing it up too much. But as of now, he's at $14.99. He was a $30 card. It just dropped significantly as well. It was sitting at $25, $22, and then now it's at $14.99. So you're seeing a lot of these cards because you saw that they're been reprinted, and you're getting them. A lot of people are getting them now from participation. And so the next card we're going to talk about is Broly Swift Executioner, another card that was sitting at like $30, $25, and now it's $15. A lot of these cards aren't being used. I think this is like the time to buy them because people aren't using these leaders, but sometimes archetypes get some really crazy boosts because they get some really cool support from the next set or like in between sets. And so it really helps out certain decks a lot. And so like this is one of those cards that just only works with like the red green Broly card, which is great. I mean, he's awesome. You take a life and you neg your opponent 10,000 power, which is great. I mean, he's $15.35. I think this is the right time to get it. I think this is the cheapest he's been, so I highly recommend getting him at this price. If you want to wait, maybe wait a week and see how it turns out. It might go down a little bit. I just don't think it will, just because this guy wasn't like, not a lot of people got this card. It was an event pack or a championship pack, and a lot of people didn't get this one. So I mean, it's very limited. I think it's really fair right now for what it's worth. If you don't have it, I think it's the perfect time to get a playset if you want to get a playset. So it's $16.45 being the most expensive right now on the first page, and cheapest being $15.35. If you want to give it a week, I give it a week, but there's some really good synergy with the new red green Piccolo, and this card could be very great in that red Broly deck, which is pretty cool. And then we move on to the next one is Frieza Mutable Menace, another card that I am surprised is dropping and increasing at the same time, which is really weird. I don't know, it's kind of weird for me to say too, but it was sitting at $23 earlier, and now it's at $18, but he's slowly creeping up again. So I don't understand like why this guy's going up. People aren't playing cooler, but it is a really strong card. You play you pay one red energy from your drop, place this guy in the drop, and you play one red or blue Frieza card with energy cost 3 in your hand and play it. So there's some pretty cool nifty combos you could do with this card, but like I said, it's kind of weird that this card's like in between. And so I want to talk about this one just because it saw that it was going down, but now it's going back up, which is pretty interesting to me. Another card that was a championship 2020 card. Very good. This card, I am surprised at how expensive it got. Android 18 Perfection Spray. I got this card for $10. I saw it at being the cheapest, being $10. I got it. Thank you to the Super Play out there that gave it to me, that I bought it from. But this guy is amazing. However, it was at $11 and it's $34 now. So it went. I don't know. I think people bought it out. I don't know why people. I think it works really well with Sil Surge, and also Green Broly. But I don't understand why it got bought out. Like, hit up in the comment section if you guys know why. But this is another promo card that just skyrocketed. It went from being a $10 card to a $30 card, 30.99 cents, and then 67 being the most expensive. So yeah, I have my own playset. I got them when they were cheap, and I'm so happy I did. And then we have Vegeta Godly Aura. Another great card. In the next upcoming sets, you're going to see a lot of new Gogeta support, or you're going to see a lot of Gogeta played. And this guy is great in that deck, especially with the Goku Godly Aura. Another great card. Works very well. This is probably the cheapest it will be right now. It was a $40, $50 card when it first came out, and now it's slowly going down. It's an easy searchable card. It works very well in the Gogeta BR, Red BR decks. You could just like Union Fusion for him, look at more Vegeta or Gogeta BR cards, add a life from the Goku, and it just, the consistency and the draw ability of these cards are insane in my opinion. So I highly recommend checking it out. I think getting them now, it's pretty affordable. If you don't have a playset, get them now. I'm only missing one, so I think I might buy one, so I could finish up my playset. Same with Sungoku Godly Aura. This guy's amazing. I use him in my Gogeta deck for Selfawakening all the time. So good, so strong, works very well. It's $5 right now. I honestly think it's so cheap, so get it. I recommend getting this one. This is definitely one of those cards I say pick up because it's so good with Union Fusion. It's not leader restricted. As long as you just use the Union Fusion for his ability, you could take a life from his effect, which is great. It's Selfawakening, and even if they bounce back the card that they're stopping Union Fusioning, you could still take the life because you're still activating its auto for its ability. So lets you still Self-Awaken, which is great in my opinion. And then we have this card is insanely expensive. I don't understand why the winner card is cheaper than the promo basic one. This is the one I have. It's $100 right now, but yet the winner card is way cheaper for some reason than that. So if you want to get it, I think you should go for the winner because it's foil and it looks way sicker in my opinion. That is $100. This is $69. I recommend getting the alternative art hands down if you're gonna get it. Just get this one. It's way cheaper by like $30 and you get it foil, which is pretty awesome. And then this is the new card that's coming out. I'm surprised this one is actually sold out. The set comes out this week or next week. And it's so, like, it's sold out. I mean, Bergamo, I'm surprised. I don't understand why this guy, there was a few listings for this guy to pre-order, obviously, but it's sold out. I think he's a great leader. I've used him. I don't think he's meta-defying, in my opinion, because you do lose you lose hand advantage, so be careful with this leader. However, he does have a really nifty ability. If you have Lavender and Basil on field, your opponent can attack this guy, or Unison cards, I believe, with the leader or something like that. Leader can attack leader or Unison, which is pretty great. It kind of locks your opponent out. But yeah, there you guys have it. So if you guys are new to the channel, definitely subscribe, hit that like button, comment down below, and let me know if there's any other cards I should be mentioning. So there you guys have it from your host Tony G, and from your super players. Like always, y'all stay super.